Well, as I walked by, I was more interested in the items that were in the hallway, and my first impression as I glanced in here was the last thing I want to see is somebody's blue plate collection. But then I walked around the corner and started to read the plaque about the executions, and first of all, was rather shocked by the number of executions, and then how interesting it was to see what the last meal requests were.
A lot of people come in here, and if they take the time to read it, they're very, solemn and somber, understanding that these are all people that have, passed away. But some people don't really take the time to find that out and kind of just take it for face value.
There's some crazy things out there. It's sad, but it is what it is, the harsh reality of the world. There's one over there that's it's funny, but it's not supposed to be funny. It says requested Dom Perignon, which is a $200 bottle of champagne, and it says did not get it. So there's definitely, it's really interesting.
It caught me with the art first. It wasn't somebody saying something, but it caught me with the art and the creativity first. And then as I looked at it and read it and saw, the pictures of the Last Suppers and the Pepsi and the Coke and the chicken and the pizza, and it led me more into the path of, although these people did wrong, whatever it was they did, they were still people.
Well, when I look at all of the plates, I am hoping, like Pope Francis, that we will never have another Last Supper plate. That's my prayer.
So can you tell me what you thought of the piece?
I thought it was very, very moving and very awesome, but it was very sad. And the plates that said they had no last request for meal, that's even worse.
People that went through everything, you could see it in the art piece. I feel like we were there or something, having them food, giving them stuff as their last meal. Just imagining that is so tough.
I did not expect to come in feeling quite so much sympathy. I was in a situation years ago when I was little that my best friend's older sister was killed by somebody who had just gotten out of prison for child molesting. He did not get the death penalty. He got life in prison. I always wondered about that. So again, coming in, I didn't expect to feel the sympathy, and it took one or two plates for me to tear up and think about it a little bit differently.
Did you want to know the names, or do you think it was a good idea to not have
The names were not on the card?
Yeah.
I don't think it had much to do with it, because then if you saw the names, you wouldn't know most of them, but then there would probably be some that would stick out, and then you wouldn't think of it in a certain type of way that you would without the names.
talk about that?
Never entered my mind what they did. The whole thing has just captured my attention.
And I think it's easier to look at it when you don't know the names and you don't know the stories, and you can still be touched by it, but not have an emotional either attachment or detachment by knowing more. And it does protect the privacy of the people that were in prison and their families.
What I thought was so powerful was how many there were, and that we're still doing this in 2015. That's what struck me.
After spending more time with the piece, it does make you think, what would you do in that situation, and what did each of these people do specifically to deserve this?